actually feel like I got something accomplished today. I did my 3 hours outside, and I bought a new tool to help me break up the dirt better. One side's got a claw-like thing on it, and the other side's got like an axe-like thing, so I can really chop at the dirt. And I got four buckets an hour instead of 3 buckets an hour, so it's moving a little faster. At least it's not as hard to break up that dirt. And so I was kind of happy with that. Had a good workout. And then came home, and I'm now on my third hour doing computer work. And I'm lucky to get to the computer work at all. It's just not happening. Just not happening. That's all there is to it. So I've been doing that and thinking about this book I'm reading. I finished that other batch of books that I'm pretty sure you don't want to hear about. But I'm reading a new one. It's called The Covenant Child. And it's about this lady. She got married, and the guy had a set of twins, little girls. And they were just babies, like 2 years old or something. And he didn't want anything to do with it. Evidently he was the son of a billionaire. Guy is massively rich. And he says, I want nothing to do with his money. I want to be, so when we get married, you're not going to get any of that money. And she's like, cool, I don't want money anyway. Problem is he went to go on a trip with his parents one time, and he and his parents were killed. And the will, he didn't know that his father had kept him in the will. So everything that was his mom and dad's, went to the boy, or went to the son. And the son died after the parents did. And what his will said, everything that he had went to the wife so that she can take care of the girls. And so in essence, she ended up with all this $1 billion that she didn't want. And it wouldn't be so bad, but the girl's biological mother, she had ran away from home because the parents were really bad. And she ended up living with his family and got her life straightened out and all that kind of good stuff. And met this guy. They got married and had the twins. Shortly after the twins were born, within a few weeks, she was killed by a car accident, which is why she wasn't in the picture. So that mother's parents show up out of nowhere thinking, hey, they're now called the $1 billion babies. And they thought that they would get, if they had the kids, they would have the money. And so they went to court, and since they were the adoption for the girls had not gone through yet for the new mama to, the lady got married and they were going to do an adoption, but that had not gone through yet. So when the grandparents showed up, they're like, well, they're the only legal guardians, the only legal right to the kids. And they took the kids, and they were horrible. They basically locked the girls up all day long and wouldn't have anything to do with them, just yell and scream at them. The mother tried to send them, or the new mom tried to send them their birthday presents, and these people took the birthday presents and sold them to somebody else. Just let's get rid of it. And took the mother to court trying to get all of the money. Since now we got the kids, let's try to take the money. Well, what ended up happening was that the court had decided that the $10 million would be awarded to the girls, but in, so much per year until their 18th birthday. And and the mother's just devastated. She says, I just want my kids back. I just want my kids back. And she even offered more money than these people would have gotten if they just let her have the kids. No, they weren't going to do it. And it's just because they wanted the money. So she's like, what do I do? And her friend says, what you're going to do is you're going to learn how to run this company, because the people who are running it right now are going to destroy the company, and you need to have it strong for when those girls turn 18 and they're ready to claim the company themselves. So she's like, okay, she didn't know what to do. So being lost and confused and all that kind of stuff, at least her friend was really good at organizing and dealing with, big money and stuff like that. And so she was going to teach her how to run a big business. She, I don't know anything about big business. I'm a waitress. And I just started thinking, what would I do if that was my situation? I was like, I know I ended up raising 3 kids that are my husband's, and it was a pretty hairy situation, but I tried to make sure that their needs were met before anything, and I don't know, people can be so greedy and so ugly. But, supposedly at the end of the book, all works out. I'm not sure how, but so I'm reading it, and I don't know, food for thought. What do you guys think about that? If you were in a situation like that where you were the kids and the little girls, granted they were only 3 years old, but they tried to run away from home, when they were with the grandparents, and they didn't understand how far away from home they actually were. So it was, what would you do if you were the 3-year-olds? What would you do if you were the mom? What would you do with the grandparents? I wasn't too keen on the grandparents. But that was my day. Getting some more work done, and I think I'll get back to work. Y'all take care. Night.